Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read Step by Step Writing Unit 5 Persuade Your Classmates. 설득하기. 네, 그부들을, 학교 친구들을 설득하기. Unit Objective Writing Persuasive Writing. 설득형 글짓기. Organization Main Idea and Details. 주제와 세부 내용. Writing a good paragraph. Writing strategy. Vocabulary, things in a neighborhood, sensory adjective, 감각적 형용사, grammar, there are, quantity adjectives, the model, shoot for suggestions. Reading, Section A, discuss. Section B, read a passage about Francisco's neighborhood. My neighborhood. Francisco Garcia. There are many enjoyable things to do in my neighborhood. There's a huge, beautiful park near my apartment. There are many trees in the park. Some trees are tall and some trees are short. There are many yellow and red flowers in the park too. They smell very fragrant. There's a lot of thick green grass in the park too. The air is fresh and clean. You should go to Oak Street Park on hot, sunny days. There's a bright, cheerful mall next to the park. There are 24 stores in the mall. There are some expensive stores. Many stores are inexpensive. The bookstore sells books and magazines from around the world. It's usually quiet. The music store sells a lot of popular CDs. It is often loud. There's a movie theater in the mall too. It's usually crowded on weekends. There are a few restaurants in the mall as well. Ming's is a great Chinese restaurant. The beef with vegetables. And Ming's is delicious. It tastes very spicy and sweet. You should try a little Chinese tea. It's very good. There are many nice people in my neighborhood. Some people are young. Some people are old. Some people are busy. But some people are not busy. My neighbors are very friendly, helpful. They always smile and say hello. You should meet them sometime. Section C, write captions. Write a sentence for each picture on page 55. Use sentences from the reading. Page 56, vocabulary. Complete the sentences with words from the box. Section B, what do these sensory adjectives describe in the reading on page 54? Write the words in the correct column. 섹션 B는 박스 단어들은 다 형용사죠. 특히 이제 감각, 형용사들이에요. 감각을 표현해주고 있는. Remember box, sensory adjectives describe how things smell, feel, taste, sound, and look. Add the comma or the word and between adjective. There is a huge, beautiful park near my apartment. The air is fresh and clean too. Page 57, Section C, rewrite the sentences. Replace the underlined words and phrases with synonyms. Synonym means 비슷한 말이죠. Section, remember box. Synonyms have the same or close to the same meaning. Use the synonyms to make your writing more interesting. Use a thesaurus to find synonym. Near, close to, by, very good, great, excellent. Number 1, there are many fun things to do in my neighborhood. There are many enjoyable things to do in my neighborhood. Grammar box. Statement with there is, there are. Affirmative, negative. Singular, plural, non-count noun. There is a mall next to the park. There is no mall across from the park. There isn't a mall across from the park. There are stores in the mall. There are no stores in the mall. There aren't any stores in the park. There is grass in the park. 할 수 없는 명사들, 불가산. There is no grass in the mall. There isn't any grass in the mall. Contraction. Section A, write 5 sentences from the reading on page 54 that use there is, there are. Section B, these statements are incorrect. Write negative statement, then add correct information. Page 58. Quantity adjectives. Large amount, small amount. Plural count noun. There are many trees in the park. There are a lot of children. There are 19 magazines. Small amounts. 양이 적은 경우. There are some vegetables. There are a few restaurants. Don't count noun. There is a lot of grass in the park. Some old music is very popular. I had a little tea. Put quantity adjectives before nouns or other adjective. Section C. Rewrite the sentences. Add quantity adjective from the reading on page 54. Number 1. There are enjoyable things in Francisco neighborhood. There are many enjoyable things in Francisco's neighborhood. Should and shouldn't for suggestions. Affirmative. You should. Negative. You shouldn't. You should visit Francisco's neighborhood. You shouldn't miss it. Francisco should be quiet in the bookstore. You shouldn't talk to Maria. Francisco and Maria should go to the movies on Wednesday. It's not crowded. They shouldn't go to the movies on weekends. It's very crowded. Section D. Add should or shouldn't to the sentences to make suggestion. Page 59. Organization. Main idea and details. Look at the reading on page 54. Compare the reading. Write the topic sentence and 2 more supporting sentences for each paragraph. A paragraph is a group of sentences about a topic. The topic sentence gives the main idea of the paragraph. Supporting sentences give one paragraph about the topic. Topic sentence. There are many enjoyable things to do in my neighborhood. Supporting sentence. There's a huge, beautiful park near my apartment. There are 24 stores in the mall. Some people are young and some people are old. Writing strategy. Writing a good paragraph. The paragraph involves. This paragraph is correct. Study the reminder box. Remember box by rewrite the paragraph correctly. I then indent the first line. 앞으로 조금 맨 왼쪽에서 살짝 오른쪽으로 조금 나가는 걸 indent라고 그래요. Put the topic sentence at the beginning. Delete 제거하라. Delete one sentence that does not connect to the topic sentence. The remember box. The first line of paragraph is always indented. The topic sentence of a paragraph is usually at the beginning. Paragraphs usually have 3 or more sentences. All the sentences in a good paragraph connect to the topic sentence. Page 60. Persuasive writing. Persuasive writing tries to make an audience agree with the writer's opinion. In a persuasive paragraph, the topic sentence usually gives the opinion. Supporting sentences give facts or reasons to support the opinion. People often use persuasive writing in letters to the editor and interesting discussion boards. Section A. Eton School News. What should we do on our field trip? The Eton School Weekly Survey. Mrs. Katibi. Hi class, it's time to go out and have some fun. We can learn outside of the classroom too. I need ideas for a field trip next month. This week's survey question is, we should visit the Arlington Museum. The building is very old and beautiful. There is a huge dinosaur exhibit at the museum right now. The people at the museum are always nice and helpful. Some people think the museum is boring, but it's really interesting. We should go to the Nolan Theater. The theater has a lot of good events. It has interesting plays, great concerts. The theater is huge and beautiful. Students' tickets are very expensive. I always have fun there. It's my favorite place. We should go to Eaton Park. There are many We should go to Eaton Park. We should go to Eaton Park. There are many big green trees. There are many beautiful flowers too. It's very quiet and peaceful. It's a terrific place to go on a nice day. Section B, write paragraph. Write a paragraph for each picture on page 61. Use paragraphs from the web page. Page 62, step-by-step writing. Step 1, pre-write. Look at Jake's ideas. Idea cluster. Make an idea cluster for your suggestion. Write the place in the middle circle, then add details to support your idea in the circles around it. Step 2, organize. Look at Jake's paragraph organizer. Copy the organizer into your notebook or make one on a computer. Make an organizer with the main idea and supporting sentences for your persuasive paragraph. Topic sentences. I like the Arlington Museum. The building is, there is big, blah, blah. The people are, blah, blah. Step 3, draft and revise the section on your practice. Look at Jake's first draft. How can you improve it? Answer the question. The Arlington Museum is great. I like the Arlington Museum. The building is old. The building is beautiful. There is a really big dinosaur exhibit at the museum. The people at the museum are always nice and helpful. The people at the mall The people at the museum are always nice and helpful. The people at the mall are nice too. Some people think the museum is boring, but it's really interesting. Section B, draft. Write a first draft of your persuasive paragraph. Section C, revise. Read your first draft. How can you improve it? Look at the revision checklist. Revise your writing. Revision checklist. Page 64. Step 4, edit. A, practice. B, edit. Section C, peer edit. Editing checklist. Use the sensory and quantity adjectives correctly. Use the there is, there are correctly. Use the should for suggestions correctly. Use the correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization. Step 5, publish. Write your persuasive paragraph in your notebook or on a computer. Look at the field trip suggestions on pages 60 and 61. For ideas, remember to include your name and a title. Present your persuasive paragraph to the class. What are the most popular suggestions? The end.